All right, so this is a brief overview of using the panel in standalone, meaning it's not connected to any other device. Basically, it's pretty simple. You either use the remote or the power button right here furthest to the right to turn on the device. Once the panel is on, you notice a couple of things. One, you have a Chromium browser here, which is similar to Chrome, but it's not the same as logging into the Chrome browser. And if you plan on giving a Lumio lesson or using Smart or have that account established and things in it, you'll see this little face up here in the corner. This is the way you log into the panel with Smart. So I'm going to go ahead and do that first. Once I pop it up, there's a sign in button here at the bottom. I choose to sign in. I'm going to sign in with Google. It's going to bring up a keyboard once I select the text box there, so I'm going to go ahead and sign in. Now, even though I'm signing in, oops, missed a number. Even though I'm signing in with Google to get to the Smart account, I'm not actually signing into Google at this step. Okay, so now I am signing in to the Smart panel through Smart. This would give me access to my lessons in Lumio and things of that nature, along with little subtle things like I could have a unique background. If this is your first time ever signing in, you get this QR code here. If you were to scan that with your phone or another device, it will take you to Smart's page and show you some how-tos, how to use the board, some features of the board, things like that. So if you're interested in learning more, that's a great way to do it the first time you sign in. You can change the background and things like that, but for the purposes of this video, not going to get into all that. You'll notice that now that I'm signed in, things that I have previously used, websites, things like that are already populated over here for the things I've done recently, as well as anything that I've favorited. To favorite anything, I just pick a star, right, and it will stay over here. Anything over here will stay over here. It will continue to build out. I'm not sure what the limit is on that, but it's pretty substantial. Over here, you'll only get 8 recent things, okay? So if it's something you use a lot, you're gonna wanna make it a favorite. All right, so that's signing into the board to give me access to those things. Now, if I have a particular lesson I wanna give, maybe I'm presenting with a Google slide deck, and I'm unable, or I don't have a device, or unable to connect it, I can go to this Chromium browser, right? You'll notice here it's prompting me to sign in again because it saved that information because I was logged in with Smart. If I wasn't, I would have to go to a tab like Google, right? And once I'm on Google's, it's probably not going to do it. What is it? Close all this out. Let's just go to it again. Okay, you'll notice now I've got this button up here to sign in, right? So I'm going to sign in. This isn't the same as really signing into the browser. This is just signing into Google. So I'm going to click sign in. You'll probably have to type all of this in again if it's your first time, your number at TomwellSchools.net, because I've already signed in. It's populated it for me, but I will have to enter my password again. And now I am logged in to Google. You can see my little avatar up there. I'm going to go ahead and navigate to my drive. And since I'm signed in from here, I can go ahead and launch. Thank you. Can't upgrade to Chrome on this device currently anyway. Just kind of ignore all that. So let me see if I can find a. Let's just go down here. I probably got some old PD down here somewhere. There's a PD folder. There we go. hopefully there's a slide deck in here. Let's see here, I guess I've got a few. Let's just do, I don't think this one's mine. So here is a slide deck. I can go ahead, double click that. Try that again. And I can open and present my slide deck directly here through the browser, so I can just go ahead, open the slideshow, wait for the slideshow to open. All right, so now I've got my slide deck open. This is obviously not one of mine, one that I downloaded to look at later. And I've got the standard features. I just tap to advance. I've also got the little slider down here if I need it. So that's how you would get in and present a slide deck from the board itself without having anything connected. This board does have a lot of other features though, and in order to get back to those, well, actually before I do that, you'll notice this little icon over here. It's got 3 squares, it's actually got 4 squares, one's just tilted at an angle. If I click on that, this brings up some of the, I want to call them manipulatives, but that's not the right word, some of the widgets, there we go, that you could use if you wanted to throw a timer up. For example, I could choose a timer. I can change the amount of time I want the timer to be. Say I'm going to give everybody a 3-minute timer to learn these people's names, whatever. Hit play. You can also move it around the board, change colors, do different things with it. I'm not going to get into a whole lot of it right now, but let's say I wanted red instead or something, right? So I can change some different things. I can do some different settings, change the shape, things like that. Not the most important things in the world, but it is important that you can move it around. You can have these things while you're doing your slide deck. So you've got access to those widgets. The other way that you can use this board standalone, and I'm clicking on the home button here, it's got a little picture of a house to bring me back to the main landing page. And the other thing I can do from here is I can just launch things directly from here. I can create, I can share out like a Lumio lesson basically just on the go. And to get there, I'm gonna have to click on apps because it's not loaded for me here. And I am going to choose, make a liar out of me. I'm not gonna do that. I'm gonna go back home. And I should be able to, well, I can pick any of these. I can get to the whiteboard, and let's go ahead and just get rid of this. Do that, I'm just gonna click delete. You can see I can resize it there. So here is a whiteboard that I could use to write on. I can do just about anything that I could do in Lumio. I've got a selection of a lot more widgets that I could use. I can choose the pen tool, whatever color, highlighter, whatever shape, and start to, oops, did I not select the pen? Oh, pick up the pen. All right, so I choose by color, and I can write up here and use this as a board. There's more to it, but in order to keep this video short, I'm not going to get into the whole Lumio and presenting and sharing out to other people. As you can see, I can get people to join in and see this on their screens as well. But for this purpose, we're just talking about presentation. So that's where I'm going to end it for today. But that's the basic standalone function on the Smart Panel.